The story concept is on the price of desire. It's a psychological moral fiction story. The theme is the cost of chasing power and recognition at the expense of the soul. The story, the chapter 1, the dream of greatness. The night pressed close around the city, heavy with the scent of wet dust and salt. Rain streamed down the glass like falling strings of silver, whispering against the window of a dim apartment near the college. Inside, Dev Sharma sat hunched over his wooden desk, surrounded by a clutter of books, papers, and half burnt candles. The weak flame trembled in the draught, its light sliding over tired eyes and the shadowed planes of a face carved by disappointment. At 35, Dev was a man of words and wounds, a literature professor by day, a failed dreamer by night. Every morning he lectured about Keats and Tagore to students who barely listened. Every evening he wrote poems he knew no one would read. He had brilliance, he told himself. Only the world refused to see it. On the wall above his desk hung a single quote, scrawled in ink years ago. One must still have chaos in oneself to give birth to a dancing star. Dev started at it until the words blurred. Chaos I have, he murmured, bitterness rising like smoke. But where is the star? He reached for his notebook, its pages heavy with rejection and hope, and wrote, his pen cutting through the silence. If the gods have forgotten me, perhaps I shall remind them. Outside, thunder rumbled, soft but steady. Somewhere, temple bells answered the storm. The sound tugged at an old memory. His mother's voice, gentle and grave. Desire is fire, Dev. It warms until it burns. He smiled faintly, then sighed. Better burned than unseen. His hand drifted to an old leather-bound book, resting in the corner. Something he had bought years ago from a street seller, mostly out of pity. Its pages were brittle, its title erased by time. Tonight, for reasons he couldn't explain, it seemed to call him. He opened it. The candle flickered, throwing gold across faded ink. There, between two blank pages, he found a verse written in an ancient script, a silver of poetry that pulsed with an odd rhythm, as though alive. Whosoever calls upon the Lord of Shadows shall taste the sweetness of every dream fulfilled. But the tongue that tastes the stars shall never again know peace. Dev's breath caught. A chill rippled up his spine. He laughed it off. Superstition, folklore, the nonsense of forgotten centuries. Still, he whispered it, tasting each word like forbidden wine. Lord of shadows, if you exist, grant me one thing. Let the world remember my name. The room fell utterly still. Then, without warning, the candle's flame stretched high, twisting like a serpent before bowing low, as if something unseen had passed through. Dave's laughter died on his lips. He closed the book quickly, heart hammering, and whispered into the dark, "Enough of this madness." He lay down, the rain still murmuring beyond the glass. Sleep came in fragments, flashes of light, whispers like breath against his ear. And just before dawn, as the world turned silver and silent, a voice as soft as smoke brushed his thoughts. "Your wish is heard, Dev Sharma." He stirred but did not wake. The candle had burned itself to nothing, and in the thin trail of smoke that curled upward, something unseen smiled. If you need the other chapter too, the whispering verse, please comment in the box. And if you need more videos like this, please subscribe. Thank you.